Time flies, so don't blink twice.
Your blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Play fake. Here's Sanders. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. To throw is Sanders. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be a third and about 13. This defense for the Falcons, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
So I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. That is incomplete. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. Now a 2nd and 10. Sanders to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Set. 70.
Throwing, Sanders. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
60 Vikings, 60, 19 Cardinals, 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And he's got his man on the out route. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Come on, come on. Set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Down at the 2. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Adnan Mitchell, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Falcons at 4-5, a game under 500. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. I think
left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. 14 yards there, a Falcon first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
70 Timberwolf, Buffalo 18. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now Penix. He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw again is Penix. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Darnell Mooney, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
They go play action now. Sanders. Rush coming, and he's taken down. James Pierce. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Here's Sanders. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Needed 13, they got 14 on 3rd down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
19, let's go.
Now Sanders. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Sanders. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. 1 false step, could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Looking to throw, Penix. That's complete to Mooney. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
But partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Robinson up the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
At the 23-yard line.
To the air, Penix. Well, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's Penix. Now he's going to step up and run. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. And looking to throw, Penix. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. That's a 43-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he's got it to about the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. 18-17 Timberwolves.
They'll throw with Penix. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
2nd and 6. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
70 Rangers.
From the gun, it's Sanders. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. Now he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Come on. Cougar 19. Rig alert. 60 Maverick.
Operating from the gun, Sanders. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Looking to throw. Sanders. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Trap 60, trap 60.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Well, this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Get it. Forrest, Hawk 70, Cup 19, Cup 19. 18, 5 years.
They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
70 Timberwolf, Mustang 19.
In motion right goes Adams.
Go.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Panthers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And caught by London. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On the give, here's Robinson. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them would be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on third down.
And this will be caught by...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down.
Operating from the gun, Penix.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On the bootleg, it's Penix.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
It's a gain of
2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Go! 60 back, cowboy 80.
Looking to throw.
Now Penix going to hold on to it.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Let's go now. 7 Pirates, Panthers 60, Panthers 60.
They're going to look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Darnell Mooney
With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
17.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
I should probably start a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that drink, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rapping, pay your bills.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
7 Pirates, Pastoral 80, 79 Broncos. 60 Maverick, go!
To throw now, here's Sanders.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Hawk 70, Mustang 19. 19 tight, 19 tight. Cup 19, Cup.
To throw is Sanders.
Open man right
outside is his running back. It's complete downfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's the corner. A.J. Terrell getting up and stopping him for a loss.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Throwing, Sanders. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right. For the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long.
76, Buffalo 18. Dragon 60, 19 Lions. 18, Pioneers.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. All three timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Sanders. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Sanders. Over the middle, complete. That's Mitchell. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Here we go, first and goal.
Drop 60, drop 60. Go. Left it, press on leading. Go.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. He's got it for the Panther touchdown. And Mitchell with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw, Penix. Complete, Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Plenty of time. All three timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Hand off now to Robinson.
And they're going to cross midfield and into Carolina territory.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
This is 1st and 10. Now Penix.
That's complete to Robinson. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
And partner, a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here's second down.
Again, it's Robinson. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Get it.
Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone.
They'll come up now on second down.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 33.
It was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think hope was wearing one jersey and worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for the Falcons, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.